สวัสดีครับยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการของผมเลยดี Hello and welcome to Thai letters. Today we will learn the letter จอจาน First we will learn how to write the letter. Then we will practice pronunciation. You will have a look at examples of where the letter is used, and then there will be exercises for you to do in order to practice. If you're not familiar with how this course works or how the lessons work, I highly recommend you to take a look at the course introduction video. จอจานจอจาน Here is the card for this particular consonant. As you can see by the green background, it is a consonant belonging to the middle class consonant group. The tones are for the consonant itself, a middle tone, and for the marker word, jaan, which means plate, as you can see from the picture, also a middle tone. So you actually speak this consonant, da, jaan, two middle tones. Let's have a look at how to write this consonant. Da, jaan, da, jaan. Da, dan. Excellent! You can practice this on your own of an extra sheet of paper, or you can also download the practice or exercise sheets that are provided on thailanguageprogram.com. I'll come to that later. Let's practice pronunciation of the letter together. We have here a list of da, dan, and I will start to pronounce it, and then I would ask you to speak after me and try to compare the sound you're producing with what I produced and try to get it as close as possible. Whenever the writing turns red, it's your turn. So I am going to start. Da, dan. Excellent. One more time. Da, dan. Great. And another time. Da, dan. I think you're getting close, and now let's do the remaining three of these. Da, dan. Da, dan. Da, dan. Great job. I think you can practice this on your own now. However, before I leave you, let's do another round. Da, dan. Da, dan. Da, dan. Da, dan. Da, dan. Da, dan. Perfect. Whenever you're in a bathroom, showering, whatever you do, you can always take some time and repeat pronouncing the consonant correctly. Alright, now let's have a look at examples of different writing styles of da dan in Thai. The letter can be displayed using different fonts, and in order for you to get an overview of what is used, here are a couple of examples. And also you will see that you do not have to remain very strict with the path of the writing of the particular consonant in order for people to still be able to recognize the letter as being a da dan, but mostly they resemble of what you can see on the card. But there are different styles nevertheless. and some are more difficult to maybe recognize, and some are less difficult to recognize. However, the main writing fonts or types that are used mostly basically use writing types as is displayed on the card, as is displayed on the actual logo of this particular lesson on the top right, or the very first example, for instance, of these 6 examples that you can see. Now let's have a look at examples taken from newspapers. We have, in this very first picture, we have 2 da-dan right next to each other that you can see there. A second example could be here, where we find a da-dan in the first line, or another example, we have a da-dan in the middle of the second line. Or another example, where we see the da-dan in the first part of the word, and the last example with the da-dan at the very beginning. Alright, with this in mind, I will now give you a short exercise. One text, which is written in a very recognizable font, where you are now have to basically find the da-dan, and then do the same for these pictures here. Try to find the da-dan and mark it somehow. So you can now basically pause this video and do the exercise. Once it is done, please continue playing the video. Before you continue, make sure that you finished all the exercises before you continue, because the solutions are about to be displayed now. Within the texts, we were looking for da-dan. Let's see if you found all of them. There is one right there, first line, another one in the first line. Then we have one in the last line of this text, and another one at the very end of the last line. In the second picture, we have one at the very end, and in the third, we have one in this second line to the left or to the middle. If you found all of these, that's excellent. And if not, that's excellent too. You can still practice. All right. You will find additional exercise material on thailanguageprogram.com, where you will find an exercise sheet on how to write the consonant with indications of the main writing line, where you can practice writing da-dan. And you will also have an exercise with gaps where you have to fill in the particular consonant. Excellent. If you're done with this lesson, I recommend you to take the next lesson, which will deal with da-dek, da-dek, as a following consonant that we'll have to learn. Also belonging to the middle class consonant group. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you in next lesson. ขอบคุณนะครับที่ใช้บทนี้นะครับแล้วเจอกันในบทหน้าสวัสดีครับ